go back and watch the webinar of the 26th of April. Mr. Ash Mufare said a lot, which you need to know. And of course, on the 30th of April was the Eid Mubarak. And of course, the great Obless, which is our darling. I think there's nobody here who doesn't talk about Obless, who doesn't think Obless. Everybody who has come to my platform, when you ask about products, what they say is Obless, right? So Obless was on Spotlight, Catbo was on Spotlight, right? So the journey right now, we find it very interesting. But Mr. Ash Mufare has said many more interesting things are on the way, right? Why am I taking time to do this? It's just a brief, because if we want to say everything as it is, we will stay the night here. I am saying this because we have been trying, like shortly before we started, my sister Yogini was saying, we are blessed women to be part of this business. This is true. Why? Because one, somebody talked to us about it, we got in. We have talked to hundreds of people, and some people say, get out, there's no way that can be true. People make a mockery of you, show me your money, and so on. And then we are just here to say we are the chosen ones. Why are we the chosen ones? There are many times, especially you who are not yet a founding member, there's no one who would say you have never felt sorry or you never felt terribly bad watching somebody suffering, right? Just say in winter here in the United Kingdom, when the snow is falling, right? When it's snowing outside, I am sitting here drinking a cup of tea and wrapping myself in a blanket, and then my heater is on. But there's somebody lying in that snow under the bridge, having nothing warm to put on nor to drink, right? How do you feel? I feel really heartbroken. I feel tortured. I feel like, oh my God, how can I help? How can I help? Mr. Ash Mufare says, you cannot change the whole world, but you can change one person's world. Imagine that you just go to the street, pick just one lady who is sitting there inside that blanket or the street under the bridge. You find them alive. You just give a room. You say, this is your room. Move in here. Everything you find in here is yours. You take them through the stages of rehabilitation until they get alive again. You will never forget. There is no joy more than this. And we are women. There's a reason why we come together like this, because we know what we do when we put our heads together and agree that this is what we're up to, and we go for it and we get it done. We are leaders. We are the makers of things. We move, we act. We don't talk, fold our arms and sit. So ONPASSIVE is for a woman. If you feel for a woman, maybe just a widow, like back home in Africa, you can be a very rich person and your next door neighbor is a very poor person. Each time you're passing, you drive through your car and you see that lady, the roof is leaking, the children are not going to school, and so on and so forth. Maybe you have never cared. Maybe you cared, but you thought that your money was enough just for you. But then this is that opportunity. Come now, join us, get just one position. And of course, this position will make you go places. Imagine that you will scrape off that nasty building that this lady is living in with her children, replace it with a beautiful one, start off a business for them, send their children to school, they wash and look clean like your own, and you are still living a beautiful life. What can be a blessing? How blessed can you feel more than being a blessing to some other person? That is what women are good at doing. We are mothers, we are humanitarian, we are action people. We get what we want when we want it, and that is just us. I think I'll just stop here, but if there's need for any other thing you want to know about me, please ask, because I feel like I'm all over the place. So let me stop now, but I'm still here. Let's have a conversation, please. Thank you so much.
Wow, Comfort, wonderful. The start of this 53rd episode, only we have called the foreign lady founders. We are very happy to see you all. Comfort, frankly, let me tell you that...
Mamata, please, sorry, I'm really sorry for the rude intervention or interruption. You may, if other people in the house accept to be foreign speakers, I am not foreign. You are my sister, Yogini is my sister, Niraj is my sister, and wow. I am not foreign. I am here.
Great. It's a global family. Yes, it's a global family. Frankly, I would like to mention this proudly that looking at you, I don't feel that you are the mother of 5 children. You have maintained very nicely. And yes, that many means when you had gone from this medical negligence, you had suffered from that. You have thought that you are going to be at home and to see your children. So this is a parallel story of many of the ladies, that at least for me, when my child was small, even I thought that why to keep him in the crèche for so many hours. Let me cut my some expenses and I will look after him. The mother is the best thing to look after. So I had gone through that, so I can be feeling that the pain of the mother. Whatever you have after joined, after 19 I think so 19th June you have joined 2020. You have joined for another reason of a parallel income, but once you have joined it, you have rediscovered the true reason. So that's a journey of every founder, every lady founder, that while joining, the reason is something else, but when we see the project, we rediscover ourselves, we rediscover the real reason. And top of that, I would like to mention, when this is the 53rd episode, many ladies have given their sharings, but in one line I can tell you, one line, the journey is from MLM to Oblaze. MLM to Oblaze, and we can feel the journey whatever they are telling, because they are not too much good in expression, but their feelings we can write from their heart, we can feel that. The same with you, and you have rediscovered, and whatever things you have told that you are feeling very guilty that you are sitting in a very nice and comfort, you are sitting in your own room with all the facilities, and someone is below the bridge is suffering from everything in their life. So these are the reasons that we are working here for humanity. Mr. Ash Mufara has given us so much to think about humanity, that each and every one of us, we are only thinking about humanity. This is a change in entire business industry, that in business industry everyone used to talk about a home, car, bungalow, and etc etc. Now we are not going to talk about, we never talk about the bungalows, we never talk about give the which type of car we are going to buy and something else, and which bungalow, how is the picture of that bungalow. We don't waste our time in this nonsense stuff. We are just thinking about humanity, and that's a great change according to me, because I have gone through 2-3 I had explained it to you, it's a bad experience for me, and why I am charged up in ONPASSIVE, because we talk about humanity. That is the essence of the life, and which everyone needs it. So thank you very much. But I would like to just ask you one thing. When ONPASSIVE, right now we are in the launching stage, how do you feel that the world after 2 years?
Oh my God. I hope I can paint the whole picture here, because it's going to be massive. It's going to be a kind of a whole turnaround,
Wow.
because you know that what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing is wanting the world to know that all lives are equal and all lives matter. By in the next 2 years, so many people will be working on that same platform. There's not much that difficult, that different, like, oh, that's a poor person and that's a rich person, because your riches and my riches are theirs. There's some people that you give them no matter how much money, you never have the money to raise $97. That's why we are here.